What's happening? Welcome back to Mutha Lovin Session, y'all. I am your host, Tookie, of course. Um, I missed y'all. I'm sorry. I know y'all missed me. We're back. No more delays. I'd like to announce, I don't know if you all saw on the Instagram page, we have joined the Creative Geniuses Network family. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, y'all, we have a home. They they love us and we love them too. So make sure you all follow the network that is Creative Geniuses Network. I don't know if y'all know, but I'm on another podcast. That's the Game on Trial. That is on Spotify and Apple as well, and on YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe to that page as well. Um, yeah, I'm back. Let's get into another Mutha Lovin Session. To reiterate what the purpose of Mutha Lovin Session is, I don't know about you all, but I thought that by the time I got to the grown phase, I would have had the answers to everything. And then I get here and I don't know what the fuck is going on. And I'm learning that I'm not the only one. Apparently, it's a bunch of us that don't know what the fuck is going on. So, here at Mutha Lovin Session, this is a safe place for us to discuss stuff, different things that we want to know about our race, our gender, stupid shit that's happening in the world. You know, whatever's on your mind. This is a ghetto ass therapy session. No, let me not call it ghetto, but no, we will provide some sort of therapy from each other, I guess. So yeah, let's get into the show. So first up is our Black Positivity segment. And for this week, I'd like to highlight Lil Durk. He announced his intentions of buying his old apartment complex. It's called Parkway Gardens. They call it O Block. You know, it seems like all the apartment complexes that have like a gardens at the end or a chase, them bitches be hood as fuck. But yeah, Dirk will be buying his old apartment complex, and he said whatever the price is, name it, and he's gonna buy it. So shout out to him. Y'all follow Pursuit. All you all celebrities is making money off of us. Give it back to the hood. I love to see that. That's a trend that can say that a lot of people have been hopping on. So kudos to you, Lil Durk. Now for our trending topic segment. Um, Apparently, what used to be ex-officer Garrett Rolfe is now once again Officer Garrett Rolfe. Garrett Rolfe is the murderer of Rashard Brooks. What's crazy is ex-officer Rolfe is still charged. He's still charged with felony murder, and he's an officer. Like, they gave him back his job, and apparently the Atlanta Civil Service made the decision to award him back his job. They said that the firing of him did not coincide with their regulations. They did say that they hadn't determined whether his actions, as far as the shooting, coincided with their regulations, but they said his firing didn't. So he was given his job back as he still awaits trial for the murder of Rashard Brooks. It's a crazy, crazy world we living in. Next is, I like to call this "fuck these kids." So I read online that there is a mother of a 4-year-old who received help, outpour of help from people online. Her 4-year-old went on Amazon and bought 51 cases of non-refundable SpongeBob popsicles that totaled to about $2,600. And yeah, I these kids are crazy. It's amazing that they can use phones like the way they can use them, like as you can hear mine. But on top of that, bro bought 51 cases. Like, did he pick that number, or was he just scrolling through the quantity? I really need to know how he came upon 51 cases. So yeah, fuck these kids. Also, in Florida, there is a principal that is now suspended, and she has a criminal investigation that has been placed upon her. The principal was caught on camera paddling a 6 year old. Um, the mother received a call saying that her daughter had broke a computer and that she needed to come up to the school and pay the $50. The mother, I should mention, is a undocumented immigrant. So she said that there was a language barrier. When she came up to the school, the principal had let the daughter know that she could watch her mom spank her. So I guess I don't know if she was just basically saying either your mama gonna come up here and spank you or I'm gonna spank you myself. But the mother recorded the paddling of the 6 year old, which drew me to look a little deeper into that. And I learned that 19 states still have corporal punishment in schools, which means like whoopings or paddling and stuff like that. I cannot see myself calmly accepting a phone call from a principal with them telling me that they have paddled my sons. Y'all know I don't play about K squared. So I can only imagine how that mom felt. But like I said, she was an undocumented immigrant, so that's why she felt like she couldn't intervene. But they have pressed charges against the principal. And what's crazy is the school clerk, you know how they have the lady that sits at the desk and stuff when you come in. She is holding the little girl. It's a video online, y'all. Excuse me. She's holding the little girl's hands down and like kind of lifts her shirt, almost as if she was gonna pull her pants down and whoop that little girl ass. It's crazy. Y'all gotta go see it. It's a Florida principal. Whenever y'all get the chance. But the fact that they still have corporal punishment in schools is amazing to me. In 2021, amazing. But he called me if my child is acting up because y'all really no, don't do that. Don't do that. Also, LeVar Burton was on The Real, and I'm sorry, not The Real. You know, all these shows have these different names. The View. And Meghan McCain was interviewing him. LeVar Burton is the guy from Reading Rainbow, by the way. And they were speaking on the cancel culture, and I thought it was an interesting topic because people try to say that the cancel culture is getting overwhelming and people are being too sensitive and this, that, and the other. And I do see some instances where I feel like people kind of do the most. But at the end of the day, LeVar Burton made a good point in saying that it's not a cancel culture, it's a consequence culture. So people are being held accountable for the shit that they're doing. Which, I mean, it's not a bad idea. You just be more careful about the shit you say, especially if you're in a public. Well, and then a lot of times it's some stuff that they've said in the past. I tell myself all the time that I need to think about the stuff that I say on the podcast that I'm on, because I say some stuff that it's kind of funny to me, but it's how I feel about a lot of stuff too. But in the end, you might hurt some people's feelings, so you either stand on what you said or just be careful about what you said. But yeah, I think that the term cancel culture it's kind of like the defund the police term, where people feel like it's like an attack, and it's not what it is. If you take the time to like think about what's really going on, they're not attacking. And that is our trending topics. Up next, two of my favorite segments, or two of my favorite topics. My Flick and Chill, which is the movie or series that I relaxed, vibed out to this week. And I guess you can say I relaxed to this movie. It was stressing me out. Without Remorse, that Michael B. Jordan movie with his fine ass, bruh, is crazy in that movie. It was really good, like from start to finish. I saw one person that said that it wasn't good. He said it was predictable or something like that. But nah, it was really good. They did make it seem like Lauren London was going to be a main. I mean, I guess you can say she was a main character, but she wasn't active the entire movie. But if you have not seen it, I definitely suggest that you go watch it. It was really, really, really good. Also, My Flavor in Your Ear. Those are the songs that I have been listening to for the last week. And randomly this week, the Amory All I Have album. I think that's album came. I know I was in middle school, so I had to be like 8th grade, 7th grade. That would have been 2001, maybe. Yeah. With Why Don't We Fall in Love and I Just Died and One Thing, all those were on there. And that was really, I had that album in rotation this week. I don't know. Amory is always a vibe. Also, Moneybagg Yo's album, A Gangsta's Pain, that album is amazing, 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 amazing. I think my favorite song on there is Waukesha. Yeah, Waukesha. And the song he has with Pharrell, Certified Neptunes. That was really good. And also, One of Them Nights with Janae Aiko. We always love Janae as a feature. I was playing that, and I think that has the album been out 2 weeks? If I'm not mistaken, this is the second week it's been out, but it's been getting played since it's dropped. And then Khaled, which is DJ Khaled's album. I'm not gonna lie, I've not listened to the whole album just yet. Well, not like really sat and listened to it. To have any feedback on how I feel about the songs, I saw that he had some good features. One thing I can say about Khaled, Big Sean gonna be on every one of his albums, which deservingly he needs to be. So yeah, y'all tell me what y'all been listening to this week and how y'all feel about my listens. Oh, and tell me how y'all feel about the movie too, the Without Remorse. Y'all have any suggestions for me to watch? I am a movie buff. I love movies. I love series as well. Unfortunately, I can't watch too many series at a time. I'm trying to finish Blacklist. I feel like I've been watching it for 8 years now. But I'm on the last season, so I'll be open to suggestions pretty soon. But yeah, so that's all I have for those. So last but not least, here at Mutha Lovin Session, we have what I like to call our weekly detox. Now, during this segment, we will be ghetto therapists. No, I'm just kidding, not ghetto. I'm not a therapist, not a licensed therapist. Even though I do suggest if you haven't tried therapy before that you do. I found it very beneficial. But again, I'm not a licensed therapist. But the whole point of Mutha Lovin Session is for us to sit and talk with each other and discuss different shit. Here in the detox segment, we will be breaking down some different habits or ideologies or generational curses or epigenetics that have been passed through our families, through our race, through our culture, and just breaking them down and finding out why we do the things we do or how we feel about certain things that we do. During this segment, you all will learn a lot about me. I feel like that the only way that I can relate to people is if I tell y'all about myself. And I know that I'm not the only one that feels certain ways about stuff. And I want y'all to know that y'all should feel the same way. Not how I feel, but know that you're not crazy how you feel about stuff. There's other people that feel the same way. So this week, I'd like to discuss confrontations, or whether to confront someone or let it go. Now, I don't know if you all follow Justin LeBoy on Instagram, but he's constantly making posts about how October Libras are toxic, as if God didn't place us here to make sure that everyone was enjoying their day. But no, he says that October Libras are toxic, and when people say toxic, we'll interchangeably use toxic and unhealthy. I think they mean the same thing, but toxic sounds way worse than unhealthy. And people have just been sending all his little fucked up ass posts to me. And it's people that know me really well. Now, most people that know me, I am friendly. I am giving and courteous, and I got you whatever you need. I'm a hard worker. I get shit done. And that is true. People that know me really well also know that because I am all of these things, I'm very intolerable of a lot of stuff. So when it comes to like relationships and things like that, not saying that like I'm not going for that. I'm not going for that. That's not what it is. I believe in working through a relationship. But when that motherfucker is over and we have decided it's over, I will walk past you like I've never seen you a day in my life, especially if it went bad. I think I have one ex that he and I are still cool as far as there's no love lost. But and it's with me, it's not like a hatred thing, like I hate you or nothing like that. I just don't have any feelings anymore. Men, my homeboys that I know, feel that that's unhealthy. Even my last relationship, he feels like he said he questions whether I ever loved him in the first place, and that's not funny. I'm not laughing at that. But it's just because I don't now. It's not because I mistreat him. I just there's you would have thought that there was nothing there because there's nothing there now. The women that I know, they said that they wish that it was that way for them as far as like, relationships, how, women need their week to process it, or, y'all, sometimes we go back or we'll accept y'all back. I'm not like that at all. I'm a one and done type of person. And even with, and that's just not with relationships, with people. If I feel like you've done me wrong, I don't want to talk about it. I'm just not going to talk to you. And that's probably not good. But yeah, so tell me what you all think. One, when it comes to relationships, both male and female, guys, do you want shawty to start acting crazy and blow your phone up and all that, or would you rather she just walk away? And ladies, on the other side, we see the memes like, oh, if we break up, you're supposed to be outside my house with flowers and da-da-da-da. Is that what y'all want? Or would you just prefer them to go about their business? I think people need closure. I think that's what it is. Are you a closure type of person? I'm not. I don't need closure at all. I don't know what it means. Close the door. That's it. That's all the closure. That's all the closure I need. But yeah, y'all got to help me understand that closure thing, what it does or what's being closed. I don't know. So there's this article that I was reading called Exploring. It was on a website called exploringyourmind.com. Now, like I said, none of this advice is a replacement for a real therapist, y'all. If y'all dealing with some shit, go talk to somebody that has a degree in this stuff and is licensed, not just degrees. So on the site, they list 4 different things, 4 different situations or scenarios that they feel like you should confront someone on. The first being if your human right has been denied. And that just speaks for itself. And, now that I think about it, that's like the whole Black Lives Matter movement, right? We're speaking on human rights that are being denied. So, anyways, the second one is when the harm being done will extend beyond the immediate repercussions. And the way that I take this would be if someone, say I'm getting ready to go pay my rent and my cousin steals some money out my purse. Not only did you steal money from me, but now you are messing with my livelihood and I could possibly lose my home that I'm in and my children's home. So I think that's what they mean by that. The third is if it deliberately violates an agreement or pact. So like contracts, y'all made an agreement you told them you was going to borrow some money, and then when they ask for your money, now it's, them funky at $20, but them $20 went funky. Like, that's liable reasons for you to get confronted. And the last one would be when it threatens human dignity. And, I think that's something that Black people can relate to as well. I got a couple of items on this list that validates why we are upset and are speaking out the way we do. So it does also provide reasons that you shouldn't confront someone. The first one is when someone hurts you or annoys you or they affect you involuntarily. So if someone is letting you know how they feel about something, and you go home and you sitting and thinking on it, and later on you pissed off, that's not something that you should just go back and confront, because they weren't trying to hurt your feelings. They were just letting you know how they felt. The next reason is if the reason that you feel like you need to confront them is because they have somehow injured your ego. I think that this would include when somebody's talking shit about you. And we love to go see who got our names in their mouths. But apparently that's not things that adults still do, guys. And last but not least, it says when we do someone a favor and they never return the favor. Now, I've had an experience like this. I had a friend of mine that I think I may have put her in a situation, or not put her in a situation, but a situation came up where previously that situation had come up and the sides had been flipped, and I did for her. So when the situation came again, I thought that she would do for me. When she didn't, I addressed it. I guess I confronted it, if you call it a confrontation. I think confrontation sounds like, oh, like, what's up? But I guess I did talk to her about it. So, and her answer was, well, you decided to do that. I didn't make you do that. And I was like, you fucking right. Like, you're absolutely right. So that is a reason that you shouldn't confront someone either, because you decided to do it. So, yeah, y'all tell me what y'all think. Y'all confront these folks. Y'all letting them know how you feel. Is that giving you closure? Or do you need closure from all situations? Is it just relationships that you need closure from? Or do you need closure from friends as well? And can somebody explain the closure? Yeah, y'all got to explain that to me. So, yeah, that has been our weekly detox. Make sure y'all leave comments in the comment section. Let me know how y'all feel. Give me some feedback. Y'all explain closure to me. Yeah, all that good stuff. Again, I'm sorry I went away, but I'm back. And I am not going anywhere anymore. Shout out to Creative Geniuses, La Familia, for bringing Mutha Lovin Session on to the network. We have some good shit in store. Some great collabs. We're going to have some guests this season, guys. So be ready and be square. Make sure y'all go follow me on Instagram. That is Mutha Lovin Session, MUTHALOVIN Session is spelled normally. That's on Instagram and Twitter. Make sure you follow us on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. We will see you guys next week. Peace.